Hello, listeners of Private Universe. Welcome today. We have a two-part episode with Antonia Escobar, businesswoman, dancer, mum, friend, a person who is very busy indeed, and an example of how far we have come in society today with regards to the status of women. Enjoy.
Hello?
Hello, Antonia. It's Carlos.
Hi, Carlos. How are you? Sorry. How you going?
Yeah, good.
I was actually waiting for your call, but I just finished something and I stopped. But all good, all good. How you been?
I've been fantastic. What about you?
Not too bad. Just busy. Just finished a training not long ago. And now go and pick up the kids and then heading home.
You're always very busy, aren't you?
It's good to be busy. It's good to keep the brain going and be productive, you know?
True.
If I stop, I probably stop too much and then I don't want to go and do the stuff that I need to do. So it's always good to move.
You're on a roll, yes, and it's easier because then you just keep going and you don't think about it.
Yeah. No, the thing is when I get home and like I got everything ready, it's just going to bed and sleep. Sleep for 8 hours all the way and then wake up. If I got a good sleep, I'm fine. I can manage to do everything that I do. Yeah.
Yes, you're actually quite a good example of the modern woman. And today we're going to talk about, obviously, because it's International Women's Day, and I thought, who better?
International Women's Day, I don't know, honestly, if to celebrate or no, for many reasons. Because, like I always say, I love the way we women are now. We are free, we can do a lot of things, but, like, who was the one that said we have to work now? Like, don't we have enough at home and with everything that we also have to work?
Well, they say be careful what you wish for.
You be careful what you wish for, yeah. Well, I like, as I say, I like to be productive. I like to have a good life. So to do that these days, we have to work.
That's true, and
so it's okay. And it was good. There was someone like to do that for us in the past. So we now are more able to do more stuff and not be, so criticized or rejected because we are women.
Yes, that's
so
right.
It was a good thing at the end.
Yeah.
A little bit more freedom in certain ways now, because it's still a long way to go, I think. But I think we are making there. We are making there.
Yeah, you're right. There's so many brave women in the past that got us to the stage where we are now. And that's how history is forged, isn't it? There's always courageous people standing up and either saying no or doing both, saying no and then stating what they want. There's been a lot of people that have forged the way for us now, all of us really, including men, to be able to live in a world where there's more equality. I mean, for us men, it's wonderful to see most of us have daughters or female cousins or sisters, mums. Why should my son have more opportunities than my daughter? And I think it's wonderful. But I think you're right, Antonia. There's still a long way to go.
Yes, we still have a long way to go. But I'm proud of being a woman. I'm proud of being a mom. And doing the things that I like. Sometimes I still have like some men that are still not 100%, with the whole thing. But when they realize that you are just like a lady trying to build your life and you're still a woman at the end, like it's not that we want to take the role of a man. Like I don't want to be a man, like I like to, to look good, be pretty, be sexy. I love to be a woman, but sometimes you find that in certain jobs, like I did a lot of different works in my life. Now I'm inside of the part of events and organizing, and also I have I have men next to me that, that sometimes it's a little bit harder to be the boss, when it's a lady and it's younger. But we all going all right. Like, if we all do what we have to do and we respect the positions, we can still work together, men and women.
Yes.
Sharing the ideas and improve whatever we are doing.
Sure, and I think it's important. I think you touched on an important point that I wanted to discuss today in this chat with you, Antonia, because a lot of people, we talk about rights and so forth, but there's also that issue of femininity, isn't there? I mean, we can still have equality and women should still have opportunities, but it doesn't necessarily mean that women need to lose their femininity. On the contrary, I think the women are more empowered when they have a choice to maintain their femininity. And some people get confused. And like you said, there's always some people that find it difficult. But I think there's a confusion between femininity and feminism. We can have, I think, an equal society where people, not only men and women, but also classes and races, have the equal opportunities, but they can still maintain either their sexuality or their culture or their religion, and in women's case, of course, their femininity. And I think you said it beautifully there. Do you find that you have to change to be more masculine in order to get ahead, or do you think that that the world has changed now so much that women still have the opportunity to be feminine and be powerful?
I think we have the chance of have both of them, like to be feminine and have the power. The main thing here is respect. When we respect the roles that we are in, is more easier. It doesn't matter if it's man or woman. Like if you're thinking in someone give you an order to you, and you think, oh, it's a woman give it to me an order, that's when the problem is started. But when you say, oh no, she is the manager or she is the director of this job, of this activity, and I respect that person because because that's the role that she's doing. Everything is going all right, but still a little bit there that is not 100% in some men's mentality,
Yes.
And also there is another women that they use a lot of the sexiness and things like that in her benefits as well,
Right.
and forget the role as well. So we have both sizes,
Sure, yeah.
But it's important the respect more than anything. Like me as a woman, I like to be gentle. I like to feel like a lady. I like to feel pretty, and that's part of being a woman. And it doesn't matter in which role I am. Like I've been working in construction because I used to be an architect drafter, and I have to work with men in many opportunities.
Sure.
But I never lose my femininity. I always try to look nice for me, because I like to look in the mirror and say, oh yeah, I like this lady.
Yes.
But in many different cultures, they got different ways to express themselves in front of a lady. Like for some people, I found it like when they see a lady, they look after themselves, they treat you like a lady, and it's beautiful. When in another cultures, they treat you like, oh no, you're too much, so
Right.
it's hard. It's still hard in many parts, and especially in certain jobs that I have to do or deal with, that I have different nationalities and different mentalities, different way of growing up, that I find that barrier that I cannot be that sexy, or I cannot be, too lady.
Right.
Because they don't expect that, They
Sure.
expect me to be more rude or more, not rude. I I said it wrong, but more tough.
Right. Okay.
And I'm not tough. I think that I don't need to be tough to get the tasks done.
Sure.
To do the things that I need to do. Like I get a little bit stressed sometimes as a lady. I think it's part of everyone when you're doing something, and I'm very anxious as well. I want the things done quickly because I will do it quickly.
Sure.
And sometimes I think like, oh, this lady, who she thinks she is, she just give me the things now and she wants them printed, for in an hour time. But that's the way that I will do it.
Right.
Because I teach myself to be efficient,
Yep.
Because I'm competing with men in many aspects, As I said, in the building industry, I was competing with men. Now, in the new industry that I'm coming in, I'm also competing with men. And honestly, they're really good. I appreciate, and I also appreciate the respect.
Mm-hmm.
The respect is really important for me.
Yes, and it's incredible that because it's almost like you have you're like Wonder Woman, aren't you? You have two identities. During the day, you're one person. You're out there and trying to make a living for yourself and your family. You carry your everything independently on your back, I suppose, and you take charge and you're quite the modern woman. Then you also are a dancer, and the type of dance you do is quite primitive and definitely quite seductive and feminine. Do you find that both of those worlds meet somewhere, or they're totally separate?
I find it separate. I have to make because the dancing is who I am. Like I'm a woman who loves the stage, love the attention, and when I'm dancing is when I get like a lot of that attention. But when I'm in my job, it's like I have to switch off. I have to be more the efficient. I have to be like the responsibility is more bigger than just be a pretty girl on the stage, you know. So it's there when I have to show that I'm not just a pretty girl.
Right.
Like I love dancing and I like to show and I like to sing and I like to dance, and that's what I think women have to be, pretty and proud of being who you are. But in my work, I have to be efficient. I don't need to do anything or the other ones. I still being a woman, and still being kind, and as I said, pretty and sexy, because that's who I am. Mm-hmm. But I need to be efficient. Right. I need to be. The jobs have to be done. I have to be on time. That is very hard for me because I do a lot of things. I'm usually quite late in a lot of areas, especially when I got meetings. I'm always late. But but I got on the meeting and I make everything done, and whatever they ask me to do on the day or on that week is done.
Sure.
So, and I think it's something that I put myself on, like I put my own person that like separate. Right. Whatever is on the stage is on the stage, and it's what I enjoy to do. But when it's a job or when it's activity, I have to be efficient.
Right. Okay. Interesting. And obviously, you reap the benefits of both worlds, don't you? And I think for somebody like you almost need it, don't you, to be who you want to be? Have those two separate or different worlds, and being able to feel it and express it and experience it every now and then. Do you think that you would be able to just do one or the other, or you need them for your well-being?
I need them. I need both of them. Yes, I need the lady that is on the stage that can shine, and they can be admired as a woman or as an artist.
Yep.
And I also need to be productive for my family, for my team. So I think we need it. We women need both of them. It's not just the woman that it works and look after the kids and the house and things like that. We need something extra to make it feel like ladies, you know?
Yes.
Of course, there is different people that will think different as me.
Mm-hmm.
They have different experience of life. They have different aspirations as well. I'm always trying to reinvent myself. Like, as I said, I'm starting like new things, new business, and I try my best all the time for my kids. I want to be the good example of my kids. It's not that my partner, because I do have a partner that he's amazing as well. Like we can't be just women without beautiful men next to us, you know, like
right.
That makes us feel good as well. But I just try in my life to fix everything so I can be what I need to be or what I want to be, like the stage. And also try to be a provider for my family, because today's days is not just the men.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of expenses that we have to cover. There's a lot of things that is a material world, as they say, and not only one person have to be the provider. And if you want more, like as a woman that I am, that I always want a little bit more, you know, like it's not that I'm not thankful for the things that I have. It's because I know there is more there and I can get there.
Yep.
You know, I always push myself a little bit extra, a little bit more.
That's the end of part 1 of my interview with Antonia Escobar. Friends of Private Universe, I bid farewell for now, of course, until we come back with part 2, which is very inspiring indeed. Remember, existence is a miracle.